Hi, it's Gail with Gail's Southern Living. I live in Central Texas, Garden Zone 8A. So, a few changes have happened since my last garden tour video. I had a bad windstorm and it took down a bunch of my sunflowers that were over here. And then I decided to go ahead and take down all of them but one. I left one because I was worried it was shading all these vining plants underneath. So since then, I've planted a few more things. Now this is the wild garden, so I don't do all the weeding. I do a little weeding, but not completely, because it's going to go wild back here. So you see something's coming up here. And there's something coming up here. And see, all throughout the wild garden is a bunch of different things coming up. I believe this might be the gourds or a pumpkin. I'm not really sure. Then right here I planted a couple more regular sized pumpkins. Looks like one of them is about to pop out of the ground. Some sugar baby watermelon. I have some birdhouse gourds, and this I believe might be a green gourd or pumpkin, and it is going outside of the wild garden now. I have it protected with bricks so hubby won't run it over. And when I pulled out the sunflowers, I left all the stalks in there, the roots. And then I put in patches of dirt from the other side of the yard to plant in. It's in a constant state of composting. I'm putting my coffee filters out here, cardboard and different stuff like that. This is pretty well, crowded. So I don't know, but I mean it is fighting out, so it might do okay. But I do have pumpkins, cantaloupe, honeydew melon, birdhouse gourds, multiple different things out here, about 6 different varieties of vining plants out here. And I did throw some zinnias in after I took the sunflowers down right in that hump right there, and you can see they're already coming up. There's a little sunflower there that might get to come up after this one dies. We'll see. But anyway, I got most of it out. Same thing with these pumpkins. They have all that area to grow. They can all vine out that way. Hyacinth vine is doing well. It's growing up on the pole. I did tie it on. And this zucchini over here is doing well. Some flowers to the right. And these are the mammoth sunflowers from Grace and Fire. You can see how much bigger the sunflower head is and how much bigger the leaves are. They're probably maybe 9 foot tall now. Let's see if you can see how tall they are. Here's the bottom. Boom. It's a 6-foot fence. They're at least 3 foot over that fence. So, wow. The ground cherries are doing well. This is a huge plant. Look how massive. There's actually 3 of them clumped together. It's actually starting to put on the little pods because they're kind of in the tomatillo family. So they have the little hull, but there's multiple different ones. So I should have ground cherries for sure this year. The zucchini bed is massive. Look how huge those leaves are. I have already harvested quite a bit of zucchini from this bed. But in the middle of the zucchini, I managed to find something that wasn't a zucchini. So at first I thought it was a spaghetti squash. But by George, I believe it's a pumpkin. And it just rained yesterday. It actually hailed too, but I don't seem to have gotten any damage. Look at there. It's a pumpkin. Isn't that cool? It's a pretty good size too. It's right up next to the bed. Of course, the zucchini has gotten so massive it's protruded outside of the bed a good foot. I have a hyacinth growing up the middle and some zinnias there to the side. Marigolds throughout the whole entire thing. Massive, massive amounts of zucchini coming out of here. I got to figure out a recipe to make for today. Found one more smaller pumpkin right there. That's some diatomaceous earth on my leaves, trying to protect it from the critters. Okay, I have 2 tomatillas here on the end. They're the regular green ones. And this is an update on the tomatoes. I have some diatomaceous earth on them as well. I do have quite a bit of cherries. Cherry tomatoes. Right here's a little clump of them, but they're all throughout. So I believe these are the Sweet 100 tomatoes that I won from Garden State Gardener, if I'm not mistaken. They have not turned red and I have not harvested tomatoes yet. Okay, one group of sunflowers have gone over the fence. Also diatomaceous earth on these because there were some worms on them and I'm trying to protect them. Here's a look at the climbing wall. Hyacinth, nasturtium, zinnia, jalapeno, cayenne, zinnias, marigolds, cosmos, more zinnias, moss rose, cardinal climber. Oh, that one's a morning glory, but it's not looking too good. The pickling cucumber is protruding all over. And I do have some little cucumbers started right there. I'm planning on making pickles. And it's gotten so big it's gone into the other section, but there is some growing there too. Loofah, growing up on the thing. And this one's also loofah. And that one's kind of going over. So hopefully it has enough area to continue to grow. The lemon balm is looking good. And I have a birdhouse gourd down there on that end. All right, here is my tomatillas. I went ahead and moved this other tomatilla down here by this one. And I have strawberry, regular green, and purple. So we'll see what comes out. But I have, that one has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have about 11 tomatillas this year. Zinnias. Dill is going to seed. I've been spreading it throughout the yard. Okay, this is a section of just flowers. Zinnias, there's one sunflower in the middle, some marigolds, and I believe there's a mosquito plant back here at the back. Carrots and Abe Lincoln tomato looking good. Update on the tire garden. The butternut squash seems to be the hit of this section. It's doing really, really well. I've already harvested 2. As you can see, I have quite a bit more here. It's protruded over there, and I've already picked one from over there, but this is all from the same plants. Yellow squash is doing okay. That yellow squash plant over there is a little cranky. It put out 2 regular size ones. The rest of them have been tiny. I don't know what's going on with that. So I have my marigolds over here to protect. Flowers up. Dogs decided to throw a fit during my video. All right. This section of volunteer sunflowers is doing well. I did move this section around a little bit. That sunflower just kind of came up on its own, but since it was by the others, I just left it. These strawberry tomatillas and the other ones are growing really, really slow. Sedum is getting massive. I looked this up on the Google this, and it said it was a shishito pepper. So I've had a few times this year with the seed swap where I ended up with different seeds, but you know, it's a good surprise. I mean, it looks pretty healthy and it's putting on the little yellow flowers. So this is the only hyacinth vine I have that has the beans on it. It has beans and flowers on it. So that's what they're kind of small right now, but it puts on the beans, and the beans are your actual seed. So it looks really pretty. I'm just kind of letting it grow on the fence over here, and I kind of need to push that over a little bit. And then these, I'm just deadheading these sunflowers as I go along and adding it to a section where I want the sunflowers to grow for next year. So it's looking really good. Okay, here's an aerial shot of the whole yard. That's it. That's the yard. So that's how much space I have to grow in. Lots of area. I could do more, but I really don't need to just for 2 people, so I do the best I can. I do most of it by myself. Okay, the last section I'm going to do for today is the giant pumpkins. There's 3 of them growing right here, and I did end up putting one regular one because I didn't think that one over there was going to survive. So, and it does still look a little sickly, but these 2 over here look really good. So I have some lemon over here. It's supposed to keep some of the critters away. They don't like the smell of the citrus, so I thought I'd just add it just in case. So this is the last of the update for today. I don't know if I hit all the sections today, but I wanted to try to keep the video at around 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching my video. Please share it out, please like, and please make a comment. And let me know what you like about my garden this year. What do you think's going the best?